Good morning, students. I think I am audible for all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wait 2 minutes, then we will start the session. I think now the screen is visible for all of you. It is visible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed uh, the introduction or brief introduction of the optical fiber communication system. Okay, so in that class, we have started discussing about the um, history and the evolution part of fiber optical communication, and we also knew from that class the basic features of optical communication, how the signal transfer from one end to another end. And first we got the analog communication, then we got the digital communication. Then at this moment, in nowadays we are using the optical fiber communication. So technology is progressing day by day. So today, actually, we will discuss, that is the block diagram and the need of fiber optical communication system. So in the last class, already we have started the discussion why it is necessary. What are the advantage we will get from the optical fiber communication system? Okay, so here this slide basically I shared in the last class. So if you not present in that class, you just look into this slide at a glance, and then we will start the today's topic. Mainly we will cover today the need of fiber optical communication, the general optical fiber communication system. First we will cover the general communication system, then we will cover the optical fiber communication system. So when we will cover the system, communication system, as well as the optical fiber communication system, we will easily understand what are the differences in normal communication system as well as the optical fiber communication system. So I shared this uh, this is the basic concept for any optical fiber communication system. Okay, so just 1 minute. Yeah, this is the block diagram part. Okay, and now we will discuss. Okay, so now I'm stop here. Stop the sharing. Okay. Okay. Just uh, 1 minute. Okay. So first, today we will discuss. I think the whiteboard is visible for all of you. So first, today we will discuss that is the need of optical fiber communication system. So need of fiber communication. So before starting this point, I want to know that at this moment there are 5 students. So out of 5, anyone present in the last class? Anyone? Shweta Kumari, I think you present in the last class. Am I right? Shweta?
Yes, sir.
So in that class, I also discussed the comparison between the analog communication as well as digital communication as well as the fiber optical communication. So if you understand that, so you have the idea about what are the advantages or what are the benefits we are getting from the optical fiber communication. So so can you tell me 1 or 2 points? Okay. So actually, nowadays the fiber optical communication system has the emerged as most important communication system. And if we compare with the traditional communication system, that is the analog as well as the digital communication system, so there are lots of advantage in optical fiber communication system. Okay. So first one is that in when we will consider the long distance transmission. Okay, so in that case there is a need of low loss transmission medium. Okay, low loss transmission medium means when the signal is transferred from one end to another end, and for the time being a long distance, there may be a chance of losses. Okay, and in optical fiber communication we are getting low loss. Okay, so at the output, at the destination end, I am here writing in the short manner. Okay, so at the destination end, we are getting the low loss signal. Okay, so here the low loss medium. So here getting low loss signal. Okay, and in with the help of optical fiber communication system, actually it is very compact and the least weight transmitter and receiver. So whenever we are using in transmitter and receiver in optical fiber communication system, so it is very compact and least weight. Okay, so here transmitter and receiver are compact and least weight. Okay, so in the last class again, I already discussed that with the help of optical fiber communication, mainly we are getting the high bit rate. High bit rates means uh, in a certain time we are sending much number of data compared to the traditional communication system. Okay, so bitrate is very high for optical fibers communication system. So as well as at this moment you can see that in the market there is a lots of optical fiber, geo fiber, Airtel extreme fiber. So we are providing the high data rate. High data rate means so we are getting the high speed internet. Okay, so to get the high speed internet, we also need the uh, much bandwidth. Okay, so with the help of bandwidth, here we are getting in optical fiber communication. So here we need increased bit rate and the distance product. And one thing is needed for optical fiber communication system, mainly increased span of transmitter. So mainly these are the four need of fiber optical communication system. Okay, so here it is need of increased span of transmitter. Okay, so these are the need of fiber optical communication systems, or we are getting the advantage from fiber optical communication system. So if we allow the or if we work with fiber optical communication system, so these are the constants. Everything should be there. Okay, so next the topic we will discuss, that is the general optical fiber communication system. So now I am erasing these things. This is the, and one thing at this moment for your attendance, at this moment there is 6 students in the class, so all of you please write your name in the chat box. This is for your attendance purpose. Here I am drawing basically two block diagram. Okay. First one is the normal communication system, and the second one is the optical fiber communication system. So just give me a few seconds or 1 or 2 minutes to draw the block diagram. Okay. So this is the first I am here drawing the normal communication system. This is information source. Next is transmitter. Next is transmitter medium. This is the receiver, and now this is the destination. Now, this is the first one is for the normal communication system. Now, I'm here drawing the block diagram for optical fiber communication system. Okay, so this is the information source. This is electrical transmit. This is optical source. This is optical fiber cable. Okay. This is optical detector. This is electrical receiver. The last one is the nation. The first one, this is first one is for the normal communication system. This is the normal communication system. This is the figure one, and this is the optical fiber communication system. This is figure two. So from this block diagram, you can see here that there is some differences between the normal fiber optic normal communication system as well as the optical fiber communication system. Okay, so the basic block diagram of optical fiber communication system mainly consists of that is the transmitter part and the optical source, optical fiber cable, and optical detector and the receiver. Okay, so here you can see that here normal the first one the upper part, this is the common communication system. So there is a transmitter as well as this is a receiver. So transmitter mainly acting is here as a modulator and receiver here acting as a demodulator. Okay, so here one thing that the here the function of which is to convey the signal from the information source over the transmission medium to the destination. So this is the information source, this is the signal, okay, and it is transmitted through the transmitter, and here it is a, you can say this is also a modulator. So with the help of modulator, the modulation takes place, and this is the transmitter medium. Transmitter medium means you can say the channel. In that channel the signal is passes from one end to another end, and this is the receiver. Receiver is the demodulator. Actually, mm, uh, when the signal received in the receiver, in that case it is demodulated. So in that case, with the help of demodulator, we again receive the original signal, and the original signal is now in the destination. So this is the normal communication system, how the signal is transmitted from source to destination. Okay, and one thing here, that here the electrical communication, the information source provide an electrical signal, and it is usually derived from a massive signal, and which is not the electrical, it may be the sound. So to a transmitter comprising the electrical and electronics component, which con which converts the signal into a suitable form of propagation over this transmission medium. Okay, and this is achieved by the uh, modulator. So this is achieved by the modulating, and for the modulation we need a carrier signal. And here one thing, the transmission medium can consist of a pair of wires, a coaxial cable, or a radio link through space down which is the signal is transmitted to the receiver. Okay, and where it is transferred into the original electrical information signal before being passed to the destination. And one thing, it must be noted here that in any transmission medium, the signal is attenuated. Attenuated means loss. There is a loss when the signal is transmitted from one end to another end. Okay, and is subjected to degradation due to the contamination by the random signal and the noise. So in the channel, there are some noise. So there are lots of noise in any channel. So this channel mainly affect this signal when the signal is passing through from one end to another end. Okay, so this is the basic concept of communication system. Now, if we consider the figure 2, that is the optical fiber communication system. So in that case, you can see the information source provides an electrical signal to the transmitter, comprising here an electrical stage which drives an optical source to give the modulation of the light wave area. Okay, so here the optical source, this is the optical source which provides the electrical optical conversion, maybe either in a semiconductor, laser, or LED. So in the later part we will discuss the optical source and the detector. Optical source mainly the semiconductor, laser, or you can say the LED. LED means light emitting diode. Okay, I think you already know what is light emitting diode. So here this is the optical fiber cable. So optical fiber communication. Yeah, optical fiber cable means here this is the transmitter medium. Okay, so this the transmitter medium mainly consists of an optical fiber cable and the The receiver consists of an optical detector. So optical fiber, in the transmission medium there is optical fiber cable, and in the receiver part there is optical detector. So you can see this is the optical detector. Okay, so here this optical detector derives the further electrical stage and provides the demodulation of the optical carrier. So here photodiodes, mainly PIN diode, avalanche diode, these are the diodes are acting as a optical detector here. Okay, so these are the basic concept of optical fiber communication system. So here this is the optical source. So this is the signal actually, and this is the electrical signal, and this pass through optical source. Optical source mainly the semiconductor laser and LED. After that, this is the transmission medium part. There is an optical fiber channel, and after that, there is a optical detector. So optical detector mainly used the PIN diode, PN junction diode, avalanche diode, and after that, the demodulation part and the destination will get the our source signal. Okay, till now is it clear for all of you? If you have any doubt, you can ask.
No, sir. Clear.
Okay, so again I will draw the digital fiber link using the laser and avalanche photodiode. Okay, so just give me a few seconds to draw the block diagram. I am this erasing these things. This is fiber cable. This is APD, avalanche photodiode. This is amplifier and equalizer. This is the decoder, and this is the digital out. Okay, so this is the from I am here writing. This is the figure. What is for the figure? This is the digital optical fiber link using laser and APD. Okay, so this block diagram actually shows a typical digital optical fiber link. Okay, and initially here the input digital signal is from the information source is suitably encoded for optical transmission. Here, this is the digital information source, and the signal is digital signal here, and here the laser drive circuits here directly modulates the intensity of the semiconductor laser with the encoded digital signal. Okay, so this is the function of this laser drive circuit. So here the laser drive circuit directly modulates the intensity of the laser semiconductor laser with the encoded digital signal. So the digital optical signal here launch into the optical fiber cable now. Okay, and here the avalanche photodiode APD detector is followed by the front end amplifier and the equalizer. Okay, so here you can see this is the APD. APD means avalanche photodiode. In the later part, we will discuss what is the optical source, the characteristics of optical source, characteristics of optical detector, all the things. Okay, so you just listen at this moment. So here this APD detector is followed by a front-end amplifier and the equalizer and or the filter to provide again as well as the linear signal processing. Okay, and the noise bandwidth reduction. So these are the main function of the amplifier and equalizer in that case. And finally, the signal is obtained by the uh, decoder, and we are at the final output we are getting the original digital output. Okay, so these are the things that the digital optical fiber links here it is used actually here the optical source here is used as a laser, and the optical detector is APD, or here the optical source is laser and the optical detector is APD, avalanche photodiode. Okay, so anyone has any question regarding this digital optical fiber block diagram?
Sir, how laser drive circuit works?
How laser?
Laser
Oh,
drive
laser drive
circuit
circuit.
works?
Yeah, here
Yes, sir.
mainly the laser drive circuits here directly modulates the intensity of the semiconductor laser with the encoded digital signal. Okay, so here with the help of laser drive circuit, the digital optical signal is launched into the optical fiber cable. And to know the optical, if you know the optical source, uh, what are the working principle of optical source, then we will understand how the semiconductor laser or the LED works as a optical source here. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next is the advantage of optical fiber communication system. So till now we have almost uh, got the information regarding the optical fiber communication system, and in the last class we already covered the comparison between the optical fiber communication system as well as the normal communication system. So there are lots of advantage we are getting from optical fiber communication system. That's why we are using in nowadays. Okay, so first one is I'm here writing, that is a wide bandwidth. We are getting wide bandwidth. Wide bandwidth. So normally the light wave occupies the frequency range between the 2 into 10 to the power 12 hertz to 3.7 into 10 to the power 12 hertz. So the information carrying the capability of optical fiber cables is much higher. So in that case, okay. And the second one is the low loss. This is the main, you can say this is the main features we are getting from the optical fiber communication system. Whenever the signal is transmitted from one end to another end, there is losses. So if the noise is very high in that transmission medium, so loss also be very high. Okay, so and there are lots of parameter which also affect the signal. So at the destination end, when we got the signal, if the loss is very high, it is not our requirement. When we are using the fiber optic cables, it offers very less signal attenuation. Attenuation means loss. Whenever the signal losses is original from, it is called the attenuation. So with the help of fiber optical cables, uh, we are getting very less signal attenuation. Okay, so and you can see here with the help of fiber optical cable, it is mainly for the long distance. So for long distance, if we are getting the very low loss signal, so it is much preferable for any customer as well as for the supplier. Okay, so eh, typically it is less than 1 dB per kilometer. Okay, and one thing in the last class I have discussed, that is the repeater part. So here this enables the long distance between the repeaters. So if we go through the evaluation part, in that case you can see whenever we are using normal communication system, the repeater quantity is much higher. But whenever in optical fiber communication system, we are using the less repeater. So when we are using the less repeater, so we are investing small amount. So it is must we are getting some amount of money saving from the using of repeater. Okay, so this is the one thing, that is the low loss.